Okay, so before we get into this Noah Munck interview, I just got to shout out our weed sponsor for this interview. Shout out to Crown Extracts. You can follow them on Instagram at Crown Extracts. They make some of the best wax that you've ever encountered in your life, and the owner, Mike, also has 2 other brands within the medical marijuana industry. He also runs the Nexus Social Lounge, which is only a couple blocks away from the Awesome Shit Store where we film these podcasts, which is a really dope venue where we've done shows in the past with Xavier Wolf and Chief Keef over the past few months. It's a fully decked out arcade with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Need for Speed, everything that you could ever want. And they also have a dad bar that is exactly what you're assuming. It's pretty fantastic if you're looking for a event space to hold an event, or if you just want to attend one of the events that they do. It's a pretty once-in-a-lifetime experience, so you should definitely follow them on Instagram at Nexus Social Lounge. And also got to shout out his other brand. We are going to be getting some glass pieces in here for our guests to use for an upcoming podcast. But if you want to check out at Honey Supply Glass on the gram or honeysupply.glass.com, that's their website. Extremely high quality glass company that you should look into. And anyway, here we go. This is the Noah Munck podcast. All right, No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world. And today we've got Noah Munck. Am I pronouncing that? Munck?
Yes, you're pronouncing it right. People say Munch sometimes.
Well, there's a C. It's a very confusing C.
Very confusing. But yes, Noah Munck. How's it going?
Excellent. And to my left, my co-host, Robesman.
How you doing?
Excellent. Now, let's just state the obvious, is that you have much less hair than the last time we saw you.
Buzzed it off, had to feel the wind against my scalp again.
And how's that going?
Also, maybe Pouya's influence, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're going to be called a poser.
When you came out, did it just like
Maybe
hit with you?
Maybe Bieber's influence, too.
Well, he has short hair now? Or no, he has...
Buzz.
Right, okay.
Oh, shit, yeah, I saw that.
I'm just, I'm just riding,
You're just
I'm
getting
just riding the
influenced.
wave, yeah.
Well,
You got a haircut, too, and
yeah,
you got a haircut, too.
You just had a bad haircut experience, you were saying?
Haircut experience. Check this out.
How do you feel about this?
Real bad.
What, because it should be longer?
Because it should be longer, and it feels like my hair should be longer. That's what I think.
Well, you're a rebel now. You're like 19. You're fucking trying to make,
Just turned 20, actually.
Just turned 20. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Just turned,
Happy birthday.
May 3rd. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, but
Do anything special for the birthday?
Yeah, actually, I got like an Airbnb. By the way, Airbnb is sometimes really shitty.
Why? What happened? I've had bad experiences as well.
Yeah, this chick was out to get us. Like, instantly, you could tell. And then she filed crazy-ass claims that we broke the house and shit, but we did not. So,
Really?
Yeah. Airbnb, I don't recommend it.
But you just
got it to have a party, right?
Yeah, you had a party.
Exactly. So I guess we can't. I can't blame it that much.
To what level did the party get?
It was pretty lit, but respectful. That's how
Right.
I like to. I like to gather homies and not completely destroy the place.
What's the craziest thing that happened? Anybody get cummed in?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You saw it? The oozing out?
I did not witness
Oozing
it.
out.
Oozing out? What? I don't know.
I
Like,
didn't see it ooze out, but I knew.
he's 19. You remember parties when you were 19?
I don't remember anything. That's the second time you said oozing out today, by the way.
What was
But,
the other one about?
About a cat getting cummed in?
Oh, that happened too, yeah.
It's all about oozing out today. That's the theme, right?
It's all about cream
It's
pies.
it's all about just
Little
getting.
oozing vert. I saw somebody say little jacuzzi vert on Twitter, and I thought that was really funny.
That's awesome.
Little,
Yes.
little jacuzzi vertical.
Wait, was it a house in the hills?
It was actually in San Diego, weirdly enough.
Oh, so
But
you
because
took
my
a trip.
buddy knew a bunch of college chicks down there, and then I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's go.
So you're single?
You're college.
I'm single, yeah.
You're
Nice, good.
college
now.
age, too.
Right? It's good to be single.
Are you
at
in college?
20. No, I dropped out.
Why? What
Actually,
happened? To
I met
trap?
that kid there. Yeah, I dropped out to be, just who I am, to
Right.
live as Noah and and just be a trap.
No
guy.
dropping?
So I'm just kidding.
Hey, well, Gucci was in jail for a few years. Somebody else has got to be the trap god. There's
Somebody
no
else has gotta
saying it's
come
not
out.
going to be you.
So-
Wait, but so you met him, and what happened?
Oh, so we met, and I just saw him DJing, and I came up, and I was like, yo, what's up? I make music. And then our friendship started from there, and we both dropped out of school, of Biola University, Christian school.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, we dropped out. Yeah, we did not fit
How'd
the
you
bill.
end up going to a Christian college?
Because my dad's a pastor, actually. And that's how I was raised. It's bizarre, I know, that I come into this, but...
No, that's actually very understandable. You got to rebel against the shittiness of your... Well, do you not ascribe to any religion, or what's your thoughts on it?
Well, right now, I'm just open right now to beliefs. Like, I'm not closed off to anything, but I'm definitely not living by that, So,
Right.
But, and there's no, and like, again, like, no diss on my dad's, like, dope. My parents are dope. They've always been dope, but... I just don't believe that right now.
Right.
It's like I'm a 20. I'm having a fucking fun time and just.
Does being a pastor pay the bills? Like, did you have a...
No, actually. Well, I mean, it does. Like, it does. Like, he's been able to support for, like, us. Like, he's been a great dad. Like, he's been there. And, but definitely iCarly helped our family a lot. Like
Okay.
in the early days, the acting days, iCarly helped our family a bunch.
You were the breadwinner.
I hate saying that, but basically,
You
like,
made more than your dad.
yeah,
for sure.
like it was a cool come up. It was a cool come up for my family.
There's this whole stereotype of like a lot of kids who are child actors or whatever, their parents kind of force them into it. What was it like for you?
It wasn't like that at all. Actually,
Okay.
it was actually my dad was a football coach, and that's what he would like for me, and that's what I wasn't into it. I was into acting. I did plays and shit as a kid, and
I could see your
got an
dad
agent.
looking at you and being like, yeah, he's going to play football.
It was kind of like, yeah, exactly, right? I know, I have the build. I'm like,
You look like you could
6'1".
take a tackle or something, yeah.
And I did take a few tackles, but it wasn't like I wasn't feeling it. I wanted to do something more creative,
Right.
And I started doing plays and shit. Got an agent, and then I got booked at iCarly when I was like 11.
But like to get an
It's just
agent,
crazy.
your parents have to get involved, or you don't like.
Yeah, parents deal with the business side for sure. That's how it happens. When
But
you're
you
a
went
kid.
to your mom and dad and were like, I want to be on TV, or
Not really. I started taking acting classes, and they had talent agent auditions at the studio I took them at, and I just auditioned and got an agent, and then
Okay.
it went from there. So it was me driving it. I know there's a lot of stories in the industry about, there's a lot of kids who were forced into it by their parents. But
were you in LA?
No, I live in OC currently. Actually, like I'm
Okay, but,
still in
like,
OC. Yeah, I was
you're
still here. I didn't move from anywhere to do this. So.
Right, so it's kind of natural because like if you go to acting class in like Iowa,
Right.
they don't be like, where's the agent?
Because like the opportunities ain't there, and the whole
Right.
family has to move out to like
Right.
do that, and that wasn't the deal for me. Like I was lucky to live here and actually just be able to drive up and get into it.
You always hear about these like homes out here that like kids come from fucking Kansas to go like live. They move their whole life to try to be actors, and it's a super big thing. The whole family gets uprooted.
Yeah, I heard it.
That's why
Yeah.
everybody should live in Southern California so that they don't have to like move
Yeah,
or do
anybody
anything.
that wants to be in this, everybody should always live in.
That would be a huge problem if it
everywhere
happened.
I've
But
been,
yeah,
I've never had a desire to live like anywhere else. It's
yeah.
Someone
so
told
good.
me, someone said in the comments, like, Roseman always talks shit about LA, but he seems like the biggest scene boy out there. And I'm like, yo, I don't want anyone else coming in here. It's too fucking crowded.
Yeah.
I don't want my rent going up. So
It's
I'm
hard to
I'm trying to
imagine it being,
downplay
like-
it, but I like it.
it's hard to imagine it being much more crowded around here. Maybe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
it's
I don't
fucking-
know.
It's fucking packed like everywhere in LA.
But the OC gives you a little bit of relief.
That's what's nice.
Yeah.
That's why I still like it there. But I'm moving up here. Like I'm in the process of looking at places and
Oh,
shit
okay.
right now. So
nice. What
But-
kind of place are you thinking of getting? Like what area or what?
I was thinking Studio City,
Okay, nice.
West Hollywood. I don't know. I'm still looking, but
Yeah.
somewhere dope for sure.
Roseman can show you all the gay bars in West Hollywood. He would love to.
100%.
Actually.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's go. Let's go, man. Come on.
So,
Let's
yo,
rock it.
we'll
Take
go
me
with,
out.
We'll go
Take
with
me
booty,
out.
We'll go with booty math.
Take me out. Yeah.
All right, so wait, hold on. You get iCarly, and there's like laws that protect a kid making money. So you have to. There's like Coogan laws or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. No, there's the whole Coogan account set up. So anything you make, a chunk of that goes in there,
Right.
And then a chunk goes into an account you can use like right now.
Okay.
So like yeah. So growing up till you're 18, you have savings.
But do your parents? Let's say you're 14 years old and you get a big check, and your parents are like, "Hey, can we break off some for ourselves?" Do they even have that conversation?
that conversation was never really brought up. They were really respectful with it all growing up. They
They weren't like riding around in Ferraris
no,
and shit.
no. We still like live like it's modest still. Like,
Okay,
we're still
yeah.
modest people. Like me,
Yeah.
like my family's always been like we don't want to flash. Like we're always like, and they've never taken from me, and they're not about that. It's pretty cool to have like a grounded parents in this industry.
I'm the same way. Like I feel like we come from like boring white families who,
Yeah,
if my parents
exactly.
made $1 million tomorrow, I don't think that they would buy a new car.
Yeah,
my
you know.
dad's got money, but he drives
Yeah.
a Camry.
Yeah, my parents
For
do
sure.
quite
See,
well.
no,
They got
exactly. It's
Civics
like,
and shit. Yeah,
and I think that there's something like so dope about that, keeping
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
that. They wouldn't do that. They're just gonna keep it like low key. Like,
Totally.
that's pretty cool.
Well,
So-
they have to. It's not their money, but you should be shining, is what I'm saying.
but he's just shining cool ways. Like, oh, you move to LA, you get a dope
And-
ass apartment or a dope
Yeah.
place to live, but you don't need a fucking.
definitely-
You don't need to be leasing expensive dogs, as we discussed earlier.
which is a great service idea. Which is I would do. I think
Right.
though if it was available.
So just for the people out there, this was my idea: is like the same way the dudes will lease a car for a year at a time. Dogs are a big way that people get laid in LA. You start leasing expensive dogs. You've got like a $10,000, $20,000 dog for a year. You take it to the dog park.
Adam loves to fuck expensive dogs.
No, you don't fuck the dog. You use the dog as bait to bring in women.
yes,
to bring in hotter
so
dogs.
you get hotter
This is my
dogs
startup
to get-
idea.
Yeah, you bring the dog there to get better dogs. That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure this idea literally exists. I forgot to tell you earlier.
Think?
I
Oh,
think-
actually, that makes a lot of
shit.
sense.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, yeah, because there's so many
It's LA,
scams in
man.
LA.
Like, there's everything here.
So-
it's fucking nuts.
You couldn't like, I mean, I'm just sorry for
Yeah.
like
No.
being too nosy, but like with iCarly for 7 years,
Yeah. It was about
7
6
seasons-
years.
6 years?
Yeah. From 10.
If you did that and it was just you, could you retire off that rest of your life? You'd live a modest.
No, honestly,
You gotta
no.
keep going.
Like I definitely. I mean, I could live comfortably, but like not
You
for
would
the
be
rest of my
happy
life.
chilling with that, yeah.
Not for the rest of my life. Like, and it's not funds to keep me over. So I definitely want to do something else. And it's also not even that. Like it's also just making another name for myself, kind of. It's also
Right.
making another
Right, of course.
entity and stuff. You know, that's but
Yeah.
But it's for sure. Like it's definitely like I want to. You know, yeah. So
People
I
probably
want to
think-
keep it. I want to keep it like.
I'm not talking about other ambitions because obviously
No, for
I
sure,
don't
yeah,
want to be
you're
the same
talking-
kid that I was when I was 14. I just wasn't on TV when I was 14. You know, I want to
Right.
keep growing and changing.
No, for sure. Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
You know, I didn't know if there was a need to go out there.
No, there's right now like I mean, well, like yes and no. Like yes and no. Like I want to like save that maybe for like later in life. Be smart about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow all my money and just end up like struggling.
MC
at,
Hammer.
Like a lot of people do.
Doing a
you know?
podcast or something.
No.
Wait, did you
What,
blow all
what are
your?
you talking about?
No, podcasts are struggle stuff, right? Like
I thought you blew all your
Hell
money.
I seen a lot of rappers be like, "Oh man, you're just a podcasting ass mother." Not even to me, but to like other dudes in hip hop.
Adam drives
That's crazy
Adam
because
drives
this
a 7
podcast is like
series.
so lit. Like
Do I?
how is that?
He doesn't even realize.
I don't even know
He doesn't
what
know
it-
what he drives. He drives a 7
A
series.
16-year-old girl on a permit swiped me the other day. So that was
Hey,
lit.
dope.
Hey, but so do people think that you make a lot more money than you do as an actor, or is it actually dope from like day one?
Like it's been dope from day one. Like
Right.
it's been good money. It's
Right.
great money. It's not like you're working a day job. It's
Right.
great money. But it's definitely not enough to keep me through my whole life. Like it's definitely not enough to keep me like. Keep me
Are you
sustained.
still motivated to act? Is that still a big thing for you?
Yeah, it's kind of like half and half now though. Like music is, or maybe actually 75, like 25, because music is becoming like really
Your passion.
like a really a passion for me lately. I mean, like it has been doing this for like 5 years. Like I've been really getting into it, but
Right.
acting, like I still do act. Like I'm on the Goldbergs right now on ABC
Right.
and stuff. Like I do it, and it's sort of like a job for me right now. Just like it's a job, but I do love it. Like
Right.
I still have that acting like passion.
Right.
Yeah.
See, it's interesting because it's like, I think it's good. You have to have something that you feel like you're grinding or like you're working hard, and then also something that's like your passion. I think so. It's probably good to have both of those. But it must be weird for you because you're working with a lot of people who they only want to be an actor. That's the only thing that they
Yeah.
see as the future. So it's a little bit more,
It's weird too, because like when you bring up like SoundCloud music,
and they have no idea.
they have
yeah.
no fucking idea what the scene is or who like these people are, and it's like, oh, it doesn't seem real to them.
Right.
That's the thing. So it seems like you're crazy for even trying to do that.
Right.
So I'm like, well, it's the dopest shit online. It's the dopest shit in the music industry. So like,
Yeah.
But they don't get that. It's not like because
Also, the class you came up with was like Ariana Grande, Miranda Cosgrove, Victoria Justice. These girls all signed to majors and became pop singers.
yeah.
But like they're not out there like grinding, like making.
Well, they don't have any
beats.
SoundCloud followers, so really, what the fuck do they have going?
Yeah, like what's up, man? If you don't have SoundCloud followers, you don't have anything.
Get out.
So.
Oh man.
No, but yeah, dude, like it's. I just didn't want to. I had no interest to be like into that pop.
Do
and,
you
like,
keep
just-
in touch with any of those girls?
It's like it's off and on. Like I like everybody asks me that. Like fans ask me like, oh, you bet you and the iCarly cast hang out every day.
Oh man, that's
No.
funny that they think that.
They
Yeah, yeah.
think
Why
that, like,
would you?
no way,
I
like-
bet you hang out with your 8th grade class every day.
Exactly.
No, I
That's what
don't.
it's like. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the perfect.
But when you see
perfect
those
analogy.
people, is it like you were at fucking war together because you spent so much time together that you have like a weird bond, or
It's like the bond is there,
Right.
But it's not like oh my god, it's
I'll take
different.
a bullet for you?
No,
It's just
no, it's
yeah.
not like that. It's like we worked together and we had an experience together. It was cool, but we're not like super tight knit.
Right.
So-
When you were 11, did you feel like overwhelmed, like in realizing, like, holy fuck, like, or when did you realize you're famous?
Honestly, when like all the hate started coming in, because
Really?
it's interesting. Because here's the thing: when you start out, well, not then. The Twitter followers boosting was a notice, but it's a mixture of hate and love. But here's the thing: from when like 11 years old, and a lot of people don't know, like, understand this about like people who are child actors. It's like you see, at least in this age, you see everything that anybody ever says about you,
And you're
from the
so
point-
young
it-
that you can't process it
can't
the way
process
an adult
it.
can. Yeah.
It's kind of fucked. Like
Right.
from 10 years old, I was seeing every comment that anybody made about me, which is kind of fucking weird. It's kind of like it's a weird.
your
upbringing.
parents probably had no idea that was
No.
what was going on, right?
And it's also kind of not real to them. It's
Right,
also
yeah.
also kind of, well, it is
Why
real,
would you care?
but
Yeah.
it is real. They care about, like, they care about how I feel, but it's like it's not like it's not in their face. It's not me
Right.
being like physically attacked, so it's not a big deal.
Your parents
in a
don't
way.
understand.
It's
So like,
online.
oh honey, just ignore it. You're a special
Exactly.
boy, all that stuff.
But meanwhile, if somebody wrote a letter to Newsweek and was like, "Hey, fuck this Gibby kid," then your parents would be like filing a lawsuit or
And
something.
then they'll be like, okay, shit, that's what the fuck is going on there? But no, like it's just so that was definitely weird upcoming. But that wasn't what made me realize it. That was just like something that I did experience. But the Twitter boosting and shit.
Because if you were popping in 1992, you could just be popping
and you would never
recognize
know.
in public and get zero hate.
Anybody would just talking shit with their friends. They wouldn't be talking shit to you.
You'd have to basically like write a letter to a fucking magazine if you wanted to talk shit about somebody. Other than that,
to a celebrity.
You go, you do the show, you do the meet and greet, the autograph signing, whatever, and it's just love, love, love. Is it almost a good thing though that like celebrities or people in the know that they get this constant feedback so they know not to act like a douchebag?
Yeah, absolutely. There is like plenty of upsides to this because you're conscious now about what everybody's thinking about you because you know what everybody's thinking about you. So it's like it's different, man. It definitely creates a different mindset for sure.
Because you got like Bill Cosby, and he was able to go on this rape campaign for 30 years. Yeah. Nowadays, we see all these young dudes. They rape one girl, boom, they're fucking. It's on Twitter, it's on Complex, everybody.
That was all social media, just the rise of that coming up, and it's weird, but it's the era we live in, and I definitely think it's like shaped me to be more careful, I guess, more like just. And it has its ups and downs for sure, absolutely.
Did you get like thicker skin? You feel like you can take more.
Right now, yeah, like it doesn't fucking bug me now.
But like when you're 13, you're like scrolling, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you just take all this shit to heart, and you're like, fuck, I must suck. Like it just because you can't process.
How did you not turn to like drugs and alcohol? Because that'd probably be cracked out.
Well, alcohol is definitely a thing for me. Like absolutely, it's been a thing. But like it's like I've processed it. I think it's just like I went through my alcohol phase, and now it's like. All right, I can process it now. Like I don't have to use that to like.
Wait, you were an alcoholic at one point?
Not an alcoholic.
Okay.
No, I wasn't an alcoholic, but I definitely like I drank. I drink and did drink because of problems. But now it's like I don't need that right now.
Right.
So it's like I can process it.
When did you have your first drink?
When I was 18, actually.
Oh,
so
really?
It was weird.
Okay.
It was weird, but. Because I was actually pretty clean cut up until 18, and then
you had managers, agents, people surrounding
and
you.
I grew up in like because I didn't go to school ever. I went to school my senior year, like real school. I was homeschooled, so I didn't really have much experience or like parties to go to and shit. Like I had parties in LA, but not like the high school parties you experience. So it was very different. But 18 is when I had my first drink, and it was like, okay, this makes me feel good. Let's keep drinking. And it was like, and that's where like I didn't get like shit done. Like it started like, and I was like, all right. I can medicate without this shit. Like I can like, and then through that, I just like through growing up and everything and getting older, it's just grown a thicker skin.
And nobody was drinking on the set.
No,
doing any shit like that.
No, it was pretty
so clean.
Yeah, it was very clean. It was a very clean set.
So you didn't get any of this like TV pussy until like much later?
Yeah, till I was older.
Really? Because they just didn't know how to get to you. You weren't getting like the Twitter DMs and shit, being like, "Hey."
I was getting DMs.
But you weren't trying to go for it.
I don't know what was up with me. You know, I was.
It is kind of weird to be a famous person, fucking fans. I mean, I do it, and I'm telling you, it's weird.
It's weird. No, trust me. And I know from like being this year, it's weird because I've had fan experiences, and it's bizarre. It's cool because it's sex, but it's like also.
And it's cool because you're being worshipped. It's like you know that they like you for this weird perception they have of you.
Yeah, dude, exactly. They see this persona and they're like, that's fucking tight. I like that only. And
as a public figure, you got to at least drop in and sample the wares at least a little bit. But I've heard guys say like, I will never fuck a fan again. Like,
has the girl ever called you Gibby during sex?
Oh boy,
has not happened. But I'm pretty sure I would like throw her off because I think that's the biggest insult. Like. We're having sex and you say that, like, you should know my fucking name.
Is that weird, though? That, like, because I notice when I look at your Instagram and stuff that there'll just be a bunch, because you have, like, a million Twitter followers and stuff, and obviously a huge percentage of those are just people who love you from the show, and they don't know what the fuck you're retweeting Fat Nick for. And
yeah, they honestly, and the reactions I see to that are really funny, because people are like, they want you to stay in this fucking kid world. They don't ever want you to break that mentality. They don't ever want you to break that persona.
Yeah, the world is fucked up. They want you to be one thing. That's your thing. Don't ever change. That's why Kanye's having such a hard time with everything. That he wants to do two things.
Right.
Let people do more than one thing. Everybody.
Every person.
Yes, thank you.
Please.
Like no, it's crazy because they want this this role model in a way, and it's like they want this kid, and it's like, well, I'm not going to take that burden. Like, I'm not going to be this like.
So have you gotten really good at just ignoring all the stupid comments and stuff?
Yeah, it doesn't even. Also, it's not even. Really
my shirt's
a
parody of his shirt. I just realized.
That's
shit!
That's dope.
What does mine say?
Gold Goon.
Gold Goon.
Gold Goon. I don't know what the fuck it is. The guy gave it to me.
That's tight though.
That's an awesome shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been sitting in my room for a few weeks.
I was noticing that shit when I walked in. That's fucking tight.
I think tie-dye is back.
It is, man. Oh hell yeah! That like cool dark colored tie-dye is ill.
All right.
Tie-dye, I just think the kind of tie-dye that's out is like if it looks like it's from a Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bright. It looks like you work at Ben and Jerry's.
True. Favorite Ben and Jerry's flavor?
Half baked too.
I can't even name a Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Americone Dream?
Is it okay? What's the one? Swedish fish, red fish. What is it? What's the?
Oh, isn't that one with goldfish in it? Or
It was like
something?
the
Fish, right?
Swedish
Yeah.
fish
I
one.
think there's a Swedish fish one.
Fish food.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Fish food.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just the fish. Yeah,
fish.
the band. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
PHISH.
What about you?
I think it's so funny that they make ice cream flavors based on rock and roll bands. Like
Well, Ben and Jerry's, like, aren't they? They were like these
Vermont
alternative
hippies.
icons. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
then
were
they got
it's the-
sold to a huge company and shit, right? Yeah.
I like cookie dough. I'm basic.
there you go.
That is basic.
You can't go wrong with that. That's
Yeah.
a classic.
I'm just gonna say I used to crush a pint of fucking Ben and Jerry's like every night.
No way.
Yeah, when I was
That's
younger.
lit, though.
I
That's
don't know
lit,
how I
though.
did that.
I used to eat a bag of microwave popcorn every single night.
That's problematic.
I used to eat a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos every night.
Cool
a whole
Ranch.
bag. Shit. Not a whole bag, like a personal bag. Not
Everything.
Not as much out of a family size bag.
That's what I'm saying. Whenever I see people eating like huge amounts of food on YouTube or whatever, I watched a guy eat 8,000 calories worth of fucking cinnamon toast crunch the other day, and I'm just
Holy
sitting there
shit.
thinking like I would be shitting for a week and a half after that.
Disgusting, man. Like how you would feel after
The
that.
bowl's this big, this tall.
Oh my god.
CTC is nice.
Fuck. No,
though.
thank you. That's not.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite cereal?
Captain Crunch.
Right. Okay.
For sure.
See,
Berries.
I'm basic. I like-
Captain Crunch berries.
Oh, okay.
Not the regular shit.
Do you remember Oops, nothing but crunch berries or whatever?
Like, hey, they want to like make it a mistake, like make it fun. Oops. Hey,
Oops, it's a
we
really
forgot-
sweet cereal.
Yo, we forgot the boring part. What's up, kids?
What is this hat? What's 1-800-SUICIDE?
Yeah, it's Ain't Nobody Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are my boys. All right, yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking tight.
Oh, okay. You know them?
No, I don't know them, but
I
they're
got
one of
you.
my
Don't
favorite
worry.
brands
Yeah,
for sure.
They'll fuck with you for
Hey.
sure.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Finish this line for me if you can.
Okay.
Either of you guys can chime in. That shit gnarly. 10 iPhones.
Something about Bob Marley.
iCarly.
Oh, wait, who said that?
Chief Keef has a song called iCarly.
Oh shit!
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that.
I swear to God, yeah.
Holy shit!
He's
and
so
I'm
in
like,
touch with his childhood. Yeah.
that's crazy. And I've
I
been
know.
listening to Chief
Keef,
for
yeah.
like a
So
while.
it could be
too.
a collaboration there.
Let's go,
Hey,
Chief Keef.
I was sitting here
iCarly
having that
collab.
conversation with Andy Milanakis, and call me back, hey, Milanakis, and he was talking about like the first time he heard that and how crazy it was, and that was before he did songs with him, I think.
Dude.
I'm telling you, I think that you can.
Let's go. Let's go. Keith, come on. Let's go.
Keith, let's go. Yeah. Yo, he probably like if he likes Andy Milanakis that much and he has a song called iCarly, he'd probably be like real hyped to work with you.
Yeah.
That would be
Dude,
tight.
hell yeah. I'm a
Chief
huge
Keef
fan.
on your beats.
Dude, huge fan. of
Road
Keith.
Gang, tweet at Chief Keef and tell him, fuck you. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't
You'll shoot
say
us.
fuck
Don't
you.
say fuck you. Please no.
Not that.
Goddamn. So okay, like when did the music? What sparked the interest? How'd you really start getting interested in it?
It's crazy because I've changed like genres I produce
Okay.
over since I was 15. So when I was 15, I was filming this movie up in Canada for Nick, finishing out that. That was like my end of Nickelodeon years, and I picked up a copy of Ableton. Started working on that, and I made dubstep because Skrillex really inspired me. And It was
Right.
so shit, man. It was music I still have some, and I listen to. It's like, oh my god, it's garbage. But then I went on to making trap, and then from there it was just it was hip hop,
Right.
And like now, then like recently, actually, like weirdly, like recently, it's like only been. The first time I posted like my first rap track was 2 months ago. So with Gucci Store and then Cadillac, and like so it's only been recent that I've been making beats. But I think trap and beats go hand in hand. You know, it's just without the big synth and
Right.
yeah.
See, that's interesting. So you actually started off in the EDM side of things. But what were like your early hip hop influences?
So it's funny. Like this guy on the iCarly set, Danny Gomez, shout out. He would give me tapes. He worked in the production office. He would give me tapes of like Mad Villain and like MF Doom and Murs and like De La Soul. Just collected tapes of that, and that's what really got me into hip hop. Back when I was like 12, 13.
What about like specific producers? Is anybody like that you actually look to and you're like, I want to make it like this?
Well, like for hip hop wise, it was like I started listening to Night Lavelle, Dylan Brady, and Misogi. I've been listening to Misogi for a long time, and those guys really inspired me to get into this shit.
That's crazy. Shout out Team Sesh.
Yeah, Team Sesh.
Yeah,
Killing
because I
it.
see you like talking to like the Buffet Boys and like
Yeah,
Sesh
man.
All Water Boys. You a big fan of all those dudes?
Hell yeah,
Okay.
hell yeah.
That's
They're
dope.
like that whole scene. Xavier, Chris, like I fucking love that whole sound. So
Hell yeah.
like Fat Nick and me got some. You know,
Oh, you worked with him?
Possibly. Well,
Oh, you talked about it?
Talked about coming up with some shit coming up. So
Cool.
yeah,
Wow, that's
Talked
dope.
about- yeah, it'll be cool, man. And then something with Wi-Fi's funeral too.
Oh,
coming
really?
up.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So it'll
all
be,
our boys
it'll be dope, dude.
around
Yeah.
here. Yeah, they got a new album out too. Shout out Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
crazy.
Black Heart Revenge was tight.
Yeah, you fucking with that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you listen? Have you heard When the Lean Runs Out yet?
Yeah, we were just actually playing on the way over here.
How is it? I haven't listened yet.
Fucking so good.
It's Really? good.
Oh my god.
You listened?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm out of
It's
touch.
like Fat
Rosen
Nick's.
beat me to
It's
it.
his best shit.
Really?
For sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my favorite shit.
He's
real
underrated.
dope.
What,
Yeah,
what
dude.
about the Pouya album? You're a fan of that too?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. You
Nice.
was lit. Like I love like Suicide Boy. Like I've been like listening for a while. So it's
Hell yeah.
man. Like that. All that shit's dope.
That's dope. That's really our bread and butter over here. Is like that's kind of if you think about it, like No Jumper's kind of a podcast that came out of that same exact movement.
sure.
Even
And
though
that's-
we've kind of branched out a bunch, you know.
Absolutely. And I found out about you guys from the Suicide Boys interview.
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
Which has almost 400,000 on YouTube and like 300,000 on SoundCloud. How fucked is
damn,
that?
dude.
That's sweet.
That's fucking
I can't believe
crazy.
that. That's insane,
dope,
right?
though.
For an hour, over an hour long interview where you can't even see their faces because the camera was set up in the wrong angle.
Dude, oh yeah, I remember that. You couldn't even, dude. But hey, that's lit though.
So who
That's
would
dope.
be like your dream collaborations to work with?
Shit. Well, right now, definitely Suicide Boys are obviously my dream. But
Yeah.
like dream collab, like Xavier Wolf, all the rappers I've been fucking with for sure. Nat
Yeah.
Lavelle. I would love to work with like Dylan Brady eventually.
So you want to stay kind of with these underground guys who are coming up.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd love, and I mean, obviously, if the opportunity presented itself, the mainstream, like Future, Young Thug, like, oh my god,
You
it would
listen to
be-
all that shit too?
Hell yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and like Lil Uzi, new album was tight. I like any of those guys, like I'm definitely I want to work with them. Of course, they've been inspirations for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, but not only the SoundCloud scene, but mainly that's like all I listen to.
Really, yeah.
is SoundCloud.
That's
So-
dope though because it's like you're a 19-year-old kid, but that's like all the 19-year-old kids I know are strictly like on like a very specific like wave and style of like, and a lot of the dudes that I hang out with and stuff, that's like they don't even really seem that interested in like a Young Thug or a Future. You know, they love
Really, yeah.
Buffet Boys, Suicide Boys, fucking Sesh Hollow Water Boys, all that shit. And it's like when I'm sitting there listening to the new Kanye, I can tell that they're looking at me like, oh, this is like overproduced weird
There's
shit.
a couple of
Yeah.
things. There's like
Oh, but dude, Life of Pablo.
I'm
is
saying
still
I
so
loved it
fucking
for sure,
awesome.
but
Yeah.
some of the younger dudes I hang out with are just like
I bet
they're
they're
trained.
all in that.
Yeah, they don't.
yeah,
know.
they can't
That's the sound.
afford an $85 concert ticket. Kanye comes like once a year. This underground scene is bubbling all around here. They can go see these acts whenever they want to. You know, at a ham show or something. You know.
Yeah.
He hasn't been to Ham.
Oh.
He's
No.
going with us
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Going to
very
Ham.
down.
It'll
Very
be
down.
tight.
I need to go to Ham for sure.
for sure. Also, there's
Let's do
a
it.
Suicide Boys show on the 30th out here. If you want to come through,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
DJing and Roseman's coming and Lil House Phone.
How are you
fuck yeah.
DJing? Like, are you gonna actually mix a song and do a song, or
No.
just Spotify play?
Yeah, play the songs.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah, my fucking Grandmaster Flash. No,
Well, no, listen.
spinning around, doing it backward.
You gotta wear those pants. You gotta get the fucking suit on.
Never.
How
that
Brandon
shit.
does it. He brings like a ghost DJ with him and
Oh,
tells him
that's
what
dope.
to play. Then he has the mic and he goes out and
Just like
That's
Esco.
dope.
Esco does that as well.
Yeah.
Esco is a DJ with a DJ.
yeah, he's smart.
That's tight. That's very tight. I gotta.
And that's what I'm saying is, so I DJ'd at a fucking Pouya show one time, and it was weird because I'm fucking behind the thing. The energy level isn't really up that high, and I just didn't. It was my first time ever DJing anything. I didn't really know what to do. I'm playing the songs. People get into certain songs, and I told this on air before, but then Krez from Buffet Boys comes out, and he fucking puts on Xavier Thunderman and just starts running back and forth, and all of a sudden the crowd is just losing their fucking mind, and I'm like, wow, I gotta like figure something out for the next time I do this. And that's why I'm saying you need to be spraying champagne in the crowd, and Lil House Phone needs to be running back and forth.
I want to have a
smacking
giant
people.
no
Get it
jumper
lit.
flag. You know.
I gotta be there. I gotta be
and
there.
he
man.
needs to be there
Let's
too.
go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, every pretty girl that's ever been on the podcast are all gonna be behind me in a line like
Of
lemmings.
course. Of course.
Dope.
That's
all you-
Can we talk about video games? Because I just want to say that I got 20. I got to level 26 in Tetris last night on the online version.
Shit.
I thought we were gonna talk about like Overwatch.
I
or
thought we
some
were gonna talk
shit.
about Overwatch because I'm on that right now. I'm
Yeah.
a huge gamer. I'm into everything.
Really?
Video games. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Overwatch is my shit right now.
So,
I gotta look into
so
that
for
shit.
people who don't play video games like Adam, tell them about what Overwatch is.
Well, let me tell you about Tetris first. So there's a bunch of blocks. They all come down.
okay, I'm following.
That's pretty much
Okay,
it. That's pretty much
okay.
the whole thing.
No, keep going.
They
keep
get
going, keep
faster.
going. Okay,
Okay.
That's it.
You have to fit them together. Maybe.
That's
Maybe.
it.
Okay.
Wait, what's Overwatch? I don't know about this.
So it's like 21 different like superhero type characters, and you play as one of them and just fight. It's fucking
Okay.
sick. Like you have every character is different, and you just fight for like 12 minutes. It's tight.
I grew up on Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and shit.
Okay,
so-
yeah, it's like a first person shooter.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but like very like not like basic like like all the other shooters.
I also grew
It's
up
tight.
on Wolfenstein and like Doom and Quake.
Where you
and
kill
shit.
Nazis.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Fun fact: the Starbucks over here. If you ever go to that Starbucks, there's a fucking fat dude who sits there on his laptop and plays like Wolfenstein, Doom, pretty much like only like old school first person shooters. And I'm just thinking
That's
like,
awesome.
At a certain point, like you're playing a game where you literally like see Hitler and you see swastikas on the wall. It's kind of like, this is a weird thing to be doing in public like 8 hours a day, isn't it?
Yeah, I
That's
played
weird. That's real fucking weird.
I played
like,
Wolfenstein on my iPad on a plane once, and I was like, turn the brightness down. Like,
I don't want people
turn
to
the
see this because
screen.
nobody's gonna know. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that guy's a Nazi. He's playing a Nazi simulator. Look at him.
He's got
look
his
at
own
that piece of
little
shit.
Nazi game.
Look at his Nazi cartoon.
Look at his fun Hitler animation. No, that's
Well, okay, that's a good question. What's your favorite movie about World War II?
Well, probably
Shit.
Saving Private Ryan.
I'm just gonna say
one that,
Schindler's
like,
List,
really
even
comes to
though
mind.
I guess it wasn't really about like the war.
Isn't it
You
like-
like Schindler's List is so depressing. It's
God,
good.
I loved it so much. It's like one of the
It's
few.
real fucking good, but
It's
hard.
just, yeah, it's tough to watch. It'll put you in a bad mood for
For
sure.
sure. Yeah, you gotta like be like have something to bring your moods back up, man.
Right. Snort some Molly and watch Schindler's List. That's my prescription.
Snorting Molly. Yeah, dope. That's
Because you need something that's gonna like kind of lighten up the mood and take you back.
Have you
to
ever snorted Molly?
I have not snorted Molly.
Like an obvious
I can't
question
say I
based on what
have.
I said?
And I
You haven't
haven't-
dabbled with the drugs too much?
Not too much, man. I've kind of stayed clear of that, which is, I mean, it might be like weird to some people that I haven't fucked with it, but it's
No,
like,
that's good.
I just kind of, I don't know. I don't need it in my life really to like right now, maybe, you know, like,
That's
but
bodes well for
Listen,
your
you don't
future.
gotta do like those disclaimers because anytime someone comes on the show and they do too many drugs, everyone in the comments is like, "This piece of shit's gonna die in 2 years."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get your shit together.
They
Like,
didn't. They did not. They were not kind to Ashley all day.
They don't like it when you try
Really?
to flex about the drugs you do. It's like, I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I like to be, I don't know, I like to be coherent a lot.
Yeah.
you know,
What about
like,
weed?
just
You like
thinking-
weed?
Not too much.
Not a big
like,
fan?
I mean, like, I've been on this like sober kick for like past month.
Like real sober? Like you don't drink at all?
What were you vaping earlier?
Oh, that's just nicotine.
Just nicotine.
Yeah, just
All right.
nicotine.
Oh, he's a vapor.
I'm
The
a
people
vapor.
out there are going to feel a certain way about that as well.
Oh, really?
Sometimes they
Okay.
hate on me because I have this like weed pen I've been hitting on camera, sometimes on Snapchat and shit, and I'll just get a comment on Twitter like, "I'm not fucking with you anymore because you vape."
Smoke cigs, dude. Come on, bro.
Harsh. Yeah. Like you have to stick to this like prehistoric method of like getting chemicals into your body.
Yeah, yeah. I don't, cause like cigarettes, I just got tired of the fucking smell and
Yeah,
how
that's
like
gross.
Oh, kids who smoke cigs are so weird to me.
so weird. And it's like it's weird because like now it's just like becoming crazy popular again. Like
It is, because of
in my
Instagram.
age. Yeah.
You think?
It looks cool on the gram.
Right.
Okay, picture
see
me,
Brandon Began-
Picture me standing in the scummy backyard, standing like this. What do I do with my hands? If I have a cig, I'm instantly getting pussy.
Right.
So that's what happens.
In the 30s, it was like, let me take a picture, and then they're like, all right, and they're like, well, get the cigarette. Who's got the cigarette?
let's
Get the
go.
cigarette in
Get,
the
like,
hand. He's like, look stupid without a cigarette. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, like as soon as somebody's like, "Oh, I want to take a portrait photo of you," I'm like, "All right, I'll bring the weed and I'll roll a blunt and I'll sit there and smoke this blunt." And during that time, you can take pictures of me, and then when it's done, that's when the photo shoot's over.
There
It
you
gives
go.
you a rhythm, right?
Hey, yeah, that's a time limit. You get the photos, you fucking out.
Kinda
There you
makes
go.
sense.
if I see a rap video and the guy's smoking weed, I'm still like, damn, that's kind of cool. And it's not. But I'm still like, oh, that's kind of cool.
It's dope. Like there's no denying that's a classy kind of dope image, but you know it smells like shit.
It's kind of phallic though. Like a blunt is, like when Young Thug said we're smoking penises, he was not lying. A blunt is kind of like a big brown penis that you hang out of your mouth for a period of time,
Pause.
Shaped like
and you light the other end on fire. That was probably. Can we just talk about smoking penises? That was my favorite tweet of all time. I just want to say
Hilarious.
Absolutely.
the best tweet ever.
Thugger
It's
is
fucking
a
amazing.
fucking revolutionary genius, next level.
He is, man. He is. Slime season 3. Is
Oh my
fucking. Ugh.
Right,
so
that's
good.
that is a great
my
recent
God.
one. I like a Thuggermain LaFleur, the one with Gucci from a couple
Yeah.
years ago. That was a huge one for me in my life.
Hell yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm gay because I grabbed Blake Vapes' butt on camera.
But in
Saw
their,
that.
in,
I
their,
saw that.
in their defense, you are.
Thank you,
Did
Roseman.
see that.
Actually, no, you're bi. And by bi, I mean he's saying bye to being hetero, and he's going to full gay.
Well, what I was thinking is like, could I be a non-practicing homosexual? Like,
Just see a dude, think he's hot, but not go for
you
it.
want to fuck a dude, but you don't, because I don't
Like, you
want to.
don't
But
wanna
I
do
would,
it.
I would like
Okay.
to claim to be bisexual, but
Ask
then to nullify
Milo
the homosexual
tomorrow. Ask
part.
Milo or Milo tomorrow.
All right, we're gonna talk about gay stuff hard. Yeah.
Do it.
Wait, so
Oh, yeah.
you like I mean you had a weird childhood. That wasn't
Yeah.
a normal upbringing.
Nah, for sure. It was weird. Yeah.
And you seem like a normal adjusted dude. Do you think that's
Thanks, man. I think it had a lot to do with my parents and how they
They kept you grounded?
They kept me grounded, and like they never like they were always really like careful about like they didn't like let me know I was the shit. There's a lot of parents who are like, yo, you're the shit, act like it, like from a young age, and that
Right.
just stays with them. They gotta act like the shit, like they just own everything. But my parents
Yeah,
are like,
Ariana
yo,
Grande.
what the fuck?
Really?
They
So
just-
like the parents like encourage them to maintain like a certain like aura.
Dude, stage parents are nuts, man.
Interesting,
Stage
okay.
parents are nuts. They want them to just maintain this like professional attitude and then like bitchy to like lesser than them attitude, which
Right.
is
You don't have to name names, but where have you seen this kind of go wrong, and like how is it manifested in a kid who's had weird parents like that?
It's honestly like half. Like most of the people I meet, and they're not assholes when they grow up, but it's just the way their parents condition them in that age, and they do it like all their childhood. They act like that way their whole childhood. So I've seen it in a lot of cases, like on.
So your kids are
most
just
of the sets I've
monsters
worked on.
while they're doing this shit.
And it's not every kid. Again, it's like but yeah, like some parents want to push this like you're the shit attitude on kids,
Yeah.
and it fucks a lot of people up. Like I mean, just look at people. Sometimes it's like that's because the parents influence that shit.
Do you totally understand why, like, there's the stereotype of like child actors who get super into drugs and they get crazy and they lose their mind? Like, what is the factor? Is it just the pressure or just the weird life experience? Or
I think it's all of it combined for sure, and I completely understand it and completely see how that's an easy way out, and like it would be so much easier if I could just turn to that, like, and just like do drugs to get away from this, like the mental weight of that, you know? But it's just, I mean, a lot of people do turn to that, so I do understand that mentality for sure.
Right.
So then, these two guys back here, how do you make normal friends with like a?
For sure. Well, like now it's like mainly all just music friends. Like,
Right.
We met through like college, and then we met through my buddy who's a producer, and yeah, we've just all connected through that. So music has been a big connector, like finding dope homies and real friends. And I have some friends from like school from my last year I went to. So, but it's weird, man. To meet people it's weird.
Did you have fake friends? I mean, do people?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I have people who only like use me. They just see me as a good time. They just see me. Oh, yo, Noah's here. Noah can bring it. Noah can bring the party. Let's invite Noah.
Are you the life of the party? You show up at a party, you got like a fucking 40-pack of bud on your shoulder and shit.
I kind of bring it. Okay. I gotta say, I kind of do fucking bring it. But no, like, yeah, there definitely are those fake friends who are like, yo, they only see me for a good time, and it's like, well, fuck it, you know.
But it's weird the mentality you have to have about that, because like somebody the other day told me about somebody that I interviewed, and they were like, yo, I heard from somebody else that he was like saying that you're a lame. I'm like, I got fake friends. Like, I know it. Like, like, that's all good. Like, at least he didn't say it to my face. If he wants to say it to somebody else, yeah, fine.
Yeah, because
a young ass, like, 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid thinks I'm a lame. Like, no shit.
If someone you interview thinks you're lame, doesn't change the fact that they were on your podcast making you money on whatever.
I just soaked up some of your clout, buddy.
like what the fuck? Like,
yeah, we don't gotta be best friends.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
For sure.
And that's why some people in LA will be like, oh, like fake friends. Everybody's so fake in LA. It's like, yeah, but if you have half a brain, you could figure out who you're fucking.
You can weed them out, man. Yeah, you can weed them out, and like that's why I spend time with only homies who. Like I know, like I can tell fucking anything. Like they're my brothers. We die for each, like that shit. Like I hang out with homies. Like I really fuck with homies who do that. But like I definitely have had my fair share. And then again, like it's just like I'm kind of like I'm a relationship guy. I'm into that shit. I'm into like romantic shit. But I'm like picky, but like romantic, and like it's hard to meet women too. It's hard to meet girls who are gonna like be down for that. That's why it's like it's easier to be single and shit.
Are you single now?
Yeah.
Have you been in like serious long-term relationships?
Yeah, I was actually like in a 10-month relationship when I was 18, which was fucking stupid.
But you make it sound like it was really important. Was it like stressful or destroy you mentally for a while?
I mean, it wasn't fucking me up. It was just a bad relationship, and I had to get out. Like it was like a trapped kind of thing where like I'm too young for this kind of thing.
What was she like 35?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
She was 40. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's so lit if we just guessed it.
I know, right? No. She's like around my age.
Okay. Well,
when did you first have sex?
When I was 18.
No,
which is weird.
I mean, I just had sex for the first time last year. No,
yeah.
I'm saying we're like late. There's some late bloomers out here.
Yeah, when I was 18, actually.
Yeah.
It was the first time I had sex, which is, I mean,
because again, you're not in a high school. You're on a set.
I'm on a set, and like
so you have to like bang Miranda Cosgrove or Ariana Grande.
And the one thing like everybody asks me is like, "Yo, you fuck Carly? Hey man, you fuck Jeanette?" Like I'm like. No.
You're like, obviously.
Like, yeah, of course. No, but like,
we all did.
There's got to be a huge list of annoying ass questions that you get asked. Anybody who's well known at all has a list of things, like the top 10 things they're sick
I'm
going to
keep it 100. I've never seen a full episode of your show. Because it's not my demo.
No, it's definitely not.
I did my research.
I watched 2 episodes, but I was also on Tinder.
But I would not expect you guys to sit down and watch an episode of that
But
show.
when you Google you and the show, like one of the first clips that comes up was with like Ariana Grande, and she wasn't even on the show. She was just doing guest.
Well, yeah, she was on Victorious, which was it was a show that the creator of our show created, and when we filmed like next to each other, and they did crossovers all the time.
Crossovers, okay.
So it was crossovers mainly, and Yeah, and then I mean she just blew the fuck up. But yeah, she was guest starring on shit for us.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how we became really close because we shot a movie in Canada called Swindle, this Nickelodeon movie. But yeah, we shot that, so we were definitely close at one point for sure.
So most annoying questions are: did you bang the cast members?
Did you bang the cast member?
People just calling you the wrong name is
People
probably a big one.
It's kind of like yeah, that was a big deal for me as a growing up, but like now,
You just at some point you
fuck
gotta
it,
get used
it's
to it,
like,
right?
You gotta like you can't live just mad at whatever anybody
Exactly,
says.
yeah.
Like,
You
fuck
got
it.
paid. I mean,
Exactly, yeah,
Exactly. Like hate all you want, but like I did. So like, fuck
And
it.
it's better than being a regular guy working at Foot Locker.
Yeah,
Realistically,
exactly.
At the end of the
Like,
day, like you
they're
sign a
just-
few autographs, whatever. Yeah.
They're just hating because they want it. They're
Right.
spiteful. You know, it's like that's it, man.
That
But-
must be weird though, just because most people your age who are interested in acting or being involved in showbiz at all are 100% still in struggle mode. Like nobody's made it at 19. Like
Yo, I got friends who are 35 who are like, yo, I'm gonna make it.
who, if they got like one walk-by clip in the back of a sitcom that gets canceled after 4 episodes, that would be the crowning
be
achievement
stoked.
of their whole life.
We'd all be having at a party watching it.
No, for
there
sure.
you weren't.
And like that's why I definitely don't talk shit on iCarly at all. Like I say, that was a great experience.
Right.
The things it provided might have not been the best, but that platform is fucking dope. Like that's gonna be there. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
So the things I do are interesting to people. It's kind of definitely a platform, but again, it comes with its struggles.
Some annoying questions, yeah.
It's funny because on his website, it's like it presents this like version of him that looks so different than like the pictures of him on Twitter with like a hoodie and like Tim's on and shit. Like on his like acting website, it looks like he is just a version of Gibby that has like grown up by a few years. It's very like clean cut.
It's because like that's the way you got to present
Right,
yourself in
yeah,
that
yeah.
industry. It's like very like, and it's so fucking not me. I hate that website. I honestly hate it so much.
Well,
that
it
it's
probably
all-
works though, right? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, hey, it's working.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like keep that professional vibe in that acting scene for sure.
But you know what is funny too is that I was looking at his website. It had like a list of like things he'd done, and one of them said games. So I click on the game, and it directs you to the iCarly site, and it's like a really shitty version of like Angry Birds, where you're shooting him through the sky on like a bike. Like I saw the word bike in the name, and I clicked it.
Yeah.
It's the worst game ever.
so
It's
bad,
so
man.
funny, but it's just like Angry Birds, but like designed by like a toddler.
It's funny because my dad and my manager worked to design that. I didn't
Okay.
have anything
Sorry,
to do
Dad,
with that.
yeah.
It's
I bet you didn't,
I,
yeah.
I was like, and I still voice my like, dude, the website looks like shit. Like,
Right.
I mean, it looks like
It's
so
crazy
fake.
the iCarly website is still up and still looks like the way it looked in the show, right?
Yeah,
That's
weird,
bizarre.
right? Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they want to, it's like it's weird, man. They want to keep it up for nostalgia and shit. But
Right.
yeah, no, but the Noah Munck website is one of my embarrassments for sure.
Nah.
There's reruns, though. I mean, they're still showing it, right? In the reruns and stuff.
Yeah, I think they're still airing it, like, but not as much for sure. So it's like,
And you get checks in the mailbox, like the mailbox money coming in.
no, actually, because well, like for not for iCarly, because
Okay.
iCarly Nickelodeon doesn't syndicate, which is interesting. Like they don't.
That's true. It's like a
Yeah.
little island.
It's a
unto
little
itself,
island. So
yeah.
what you make there, that's what you make. So they don't.
Damn.
So it's like it's interesting.
Give it 50 years, you can be on Nick at Night.
Yeah.
Wait, do they still do that?
I will. I think so. I think they do it on like the. I don't know where, but I think they do.
Everything's morphing into some shit where it's just gonna be like, you're gonna have a little box like an Apple TV and have little like apps and whatever.
Exactly,
And you're
that's
gonna be
it.
able to
Like,
get everything on demand
It's all
whenever
pay
you want
TV
it.
now, man. Like I don't last time I watched cable, I don't fucking know. Like it's all Netflix.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
and this is the super interesting thing is that the show, which you had no idea, and probably everybody involved in it had no idea, that like the plot of the show eventually became basically representative of the current state of YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch
Weird,
of
right?
kids making these weird like homemade videos and stuff. And then we were just talking about like watching vlogs and stuff. Like it's just kind of like every like
They predicted YouTube.
yeah, basically like
basically predicted the
well,
vlog
it was
kinda.
around then, but like the culture
Yeah.
surrounding YouTube is like really kind of on display in that show.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it definitely predicted like 2016 YouTube. Like
Right.
it's really accurate for right now, which is interesting.
Well, because you were saying, and I was saying, I don't really watch movies. I watch stuff on YouTube all the time. What are your favorite channels?
Right now, it's I love like H3H3.
Which one's that?
They're
Oh,
great. They're
yeah,
great.
I've seen that.
What is it?
Funny as fuck. I'm into
They
that
like roast
whole-
people.
They do like a lot of like roasting of weird people who should be roasted though, like people who kind of deserve that shit. But
check that out.
they're really funny. But I watch a lot of like JonTron. I watch because I'm a huge like into video games and shit. But
Right.
I watch Nostalgia Critic, Joe Goes, like I Hate Everything. I watch a lot of.
I feel like I know a lot about YouTube. I don't know about any of those. So now it's like, but that's my homework. Like I will sit there all night and watch like 5 or 6 different channels and watch like 3, 4 long ass videos from them and like fully try to wrap my head around them.
Hell yeah, that's
I
sure.
love YouTube. It's just so fascinating how there's all these weird ass people making these videos.
Have you seen that Adult Swim shit they just posted?
No.
With the This House Has People in It, that crazy horror thing they posted. They're doing a lot of horror now, so check that shit out. It's
Really?
dope. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really tight. I'm a huge Adult Swim fan. Like
Okay. I gotta check that out too.
Yeah.
See, I was wondering this is like, what is what's your motivation at this point? Because like you said, you could kind of chill from a money perspective or whatever, but you seem like really motivated to the extent that you're not drinking, not getting involved with drugs and stuff. Like, what do you see for yourself in the future, and what keeps you driven?
I think just like the passion I have for this music, like I just fucking love, like I love it. Like I could just I could listen to it forever. But also, like it's also kind of a thing where I don't want to just be a written off as Gibby in history. That's not how I want it to go.
You got
down.
something to fight against there, right?
Exactly. So it's
you got a lot of time, but you're going now. You're like,
I'm going now.
Let's get rid of it now.
I just want to I want to do it now, and it's honestly just my passion and my want of that coming together and just being like, all right, let's do this and try to do this. So yeah.
No, I think that's like really cool that you have that to kind of go up against. Is just like the idea of like, damn, I made a mark. I'm gonna be remembered for something, but if I could do something else that really represents who I am right now at this point in my life, that would be even cooler. Like, it's cool to be a poppin' DJ. It's a whole nother thing to be a poppin' DJ who's also well known as an actor. It's like,
well, no,
dude,
that's a question because you're talking about production. But have you played live DJ sets, and do you want to keep doing that?
Yeah, actually, I played this. It was funny. I played this like trap house in Santa Ana with my buddy. We were going back to back, and that was crazy. It was called Ben's Backyard. It's like this.
Oh God, Ben Snowden! Shout out to Ben. I know him. Yeah, he rides BMX.
It's great. Yeah. But it was Ben's Backyard, and it was crazy, man. It was lit.
No, I've been there before for sure. Yeah.
Like literally, like it was just fight after fight. It was just crazy. Right in our because we played on the top of the ramp, and we fucking literally just threw down, man. It was tight. It was tight. And like I had this chick like twerking on my tables, which is always an experience. And I had to actually get her off the tables because she was going to break my laptop. So I said, "Hey, get the fuck down."
Yeah, breaking laptops has to be one of the scariest things about being a DJ, right?
Ben's Backyard was fun.
I saw this GIF of a girl getting like twerking on this guy in a boat, and she was twerking like really aggressively.
Oh, and he throws her off the boat.
I've seen that. Yeah, dude, classic shit.
I was wondering if it was fake. Like I could see him throwing her; it was coming, but then she hits her head really hard when he throws her.
Ooh.
Which is cool because then she
that
could
girl
get concussion.
The next gift is her dead
to the bottom. Boom, you're dead. Yeah.
No, that's.
But does the salt water stop you from drowning?
Yeah, Adam. The salt water stops you from drowning.
Yeah, I think
no one's ever drowned in the ocean.
Salt in the water keeps you from drowning. Yeah,
it makes you float, though, right?
Yeah, you'll never drown in the ocean.
I'm
not saying you're not going to die, but I'm saying that it'll keep you afloat, right? Because when you go in a pool and you don't do anything, you sink, right?
It'll keep you afloat. It'll turn you over. It'll keep your lungs going. The salt water's
it'll just revive you. Salt water has healing properties, so when you like drown from it, it just gets you back up. Yep. Gets you lifted.
God,
he's got his GED right there.
Let's go.
You bastards! My guests have turned on me. My guests and my co-hosts are ridiculing my knowledge of science. Hey, I just want to also say that we interviewed this porn star the other day, and shout out to Remy. And
Remy's hot.
In the same interview, I said, I'm not a sports guy, I'm not a porn guy, and I'm not what was the other one? I'm not a movie guy.
Not a sports guy.
And then
nothing guy.
Today I caught myself saying I'm not a car guy to someone, and I'm like, God damn, there's a lot of different kinds of guys that I'm not.
You're just not all of these. Maybe 2016 should be about becoming those.
Exactly. What kind of guy are you not? Because you're right. I need to be able to erase all those things and not be able to say those things.
Like, can you talk about cars? Are you a car guy?
No, I'm not a car guy.
Boom.
I'm not a sports guy. Fuck. There we go.
But you watch movies.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge movie buff. I'm into like everything film. So yeah,
you
I'm
like video games. You're a game guy.
Video game guy
and a music guy.
Music guy. So I have things I'm a guy of.
I'm trying to become a video game guy again. Yeah. I want to be a guy.
Things I'm a guy of.
No, but I want to be a video game guy again because I got out of it in like 2001 when I was in like 11th grade.
Game.
Yeah,
that's what we
job. No. This is what we're gonna do. And your house is a perfect venue for it. Set up a fucking Twitch account. Me and you play, and we'll just talk during it.
No jumper stream would go off.
Oh, they would love it. Yeah.
And how do you get paid off of Twitch?
Well, you can There are ways to get paid through Twitch, but it's not very good. But then you can also upload the video directly to YouTube from Twitch.
Ooh.
I have yet to do this because I do not even know how to turn on the fucking Xbox in my living room.
Adam and Robesman played Tetris.
That's where we're starting, and then we're gonna
Do it, dude. Everybody's gonna
every time we
watch
do
that
it, a
shit.
different game,
That's
and
lit.
we'll have
Tetris is-
guess like he gets winner, he comes in, he gets winner.
There you go. Let's do it. Make
You
it
get winner.
super high profile, like intense.
Yeah,
We'll play for stakes. Like loser gets
Show
slapped in
Tetris
the
how
face.
it really is. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
I was thinking like a good
Maybe
video
lose a
would be.
finger or something. Like
Yes.
the
Just
person who loses.
fucking do
cut
it.
it off,
Do you
man.
think people would want to see me play Call of Duty for the first time because I've somehow made it my whole life without ever playing
You
it?
haven't played Call of Duty, man?
No.
I play Call of
It's
Duty.
not.
Yeah,
It's
they would
not.
love
I'm not
to
a
see
man.
You're not missing.
I'm not
You're
a guy.
They would love to see
Overwatch.
me and you play it and then me roast you.
Oh, it would be so funny. And that's why like a huge percentage of YouTube is just people playing video games and just talking about things that have absolutely nothing to do with the video games, which probably makes no sense to normal people, but it kind of at this point I've been on YouTube long enough that I'm like, oh yeah, of course, why not?
Yeah.
No, for sure. No, you should definitely.
I'm predicting right now it's going to be the most thumbs up comment is about the video game shit. You know,
Yeah.
on
Oh,
this
'cause-
one.
Absolutely.
yeah. And shout out to
Let's go.
Gamergate as well. We're interviewing Milo tomorrow. So, but hey, this is the question: is
Shout out to Gamergate.
Shout out Gamergate.
as a crew, a record label, and a
There you go.
motherfucker.
Yo, shout out ISIS one time.
Hey, well, they haven't blow us up yet, so I mean. By the way, Pouya's coming here right now.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're 50 minutes in. He said, "When should I leave?" Because there's a fucking studio session later, but we can talk until he gets here.
Oh,
you
yeah,
never met him
yeah.
before?
No.
Do you want to
This is what
sit
we
in?
do. We
Sit in
connect.
for the Pouya one?
Yeah, man, for
Boom,
sure.
we're in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Although he might bring his boys with him, but I
Yeah,
would favor.
I don't want to be an interruption, so yeah, I'm down for
We'll see
whatever.
whatever he wants to do.
Thing. I want to know. Oh, what was I going to say? Fuck. Video games, man. But yeah, all right. I already asked you for your recommendations for who to watch in video games. Who would you say is like, if you were a betting man, that you think is gonna be successful in the rap game? Like, who could you really see from the underground making it as like a real big name? Like, who stands out to you?
Damn. Shout out my boy Trippy the Kid.
Okay.
I see him doing big things. I've worked with him a little bit, and like, yeah, he's fucking lit. So, who else? I mean, I've mentioned like Dylan Brady a bunch. He's lit. Kamayata is tight. He's on SoundCloud. He's lit. Lil Pony is tight. So all those guys, they're really low key right now, but they're definitely getting, like, they're going to be fucking, I think they're going to be big. So,
Okay,
yeah.
now I remember what I was actually going to say, because that was kind of just made that question up because I
real
couldn't remember
quick.
what I was going to say.
Hold it. Have you tried rapping yourself?
Ooh.
Yeah, actually I do. I rap on a few of my tracks. So I rap on Cadillac. I'm in the hook. So I do
Hell
the
yeah.
hooks and shit. And then on Gucci Store I rapped. So yeah, I just fuck around with it. I definitely wouldn't call myself a rapper,
Right.
but I definitely throw that on my tracks.
Well, if Borgor can do like the hooks on his shit and it's just kind of him talking.
Diplo rapped on a Three Loco song. Do you know about Three Loco?
I know about Three Loco, but I didn't hear Diplo rap on it.
He's on We Are Farmers.
Oh yeah, that's
No way.
You're right.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
because it's like a
Shit, I gotta hear that.
it's a super high end video and stuff. It's like very
Yeah. It's production.
I gotta hear that.
All right,
Oh,
go
no.
with your question. My bad.
My question was, nowadays it seems like a lot of people who want to be actors or whatever, they start off, they make a bunch of YouTube videos, and then they build up a following like that, and then
Yeah.
they somehow find their way into acting. Have you ever thought about kind of taking it upon yourself to, like, because you like acting, would you ever think about doing a YouTube channel where you just kind of communicate with the people out there? Because I feel like you could be a big hit in that regard.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I actually started doing like a little bit of like this. I started a YouTube channel called Sad World. It's like
Oh,
this.
okay.
It's like all weird Adult Swim alt comedy because that's like the comedy I really like.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be producing more content for that right now. Like I've been writing some skits with some buddies, so we're gonna be shooting stuff and then putting it out. So I'm definitely pursuing that.
Hell yeah.
Not really in a vlog fashion, but more like a, hey, here's like this like scripted material.
Right, yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So I
kinda
want to
put
start doing
together a
that
whole
on
concept,
YouTube.
yeah.
And like my buddies have like legit cameras and we can make it look actually like a legit production.
Right.
So like it's kind of that's dope.
You're
That's a
saying
dope
not
connect.
an iPhone?
No, hey, iPhone's dope. Hey, no diss,
Shout
no
out to
diss.
iPhone.
No
I had to
diss on
sit
the
at the
iPhone.
Apple Store
No,
the other day
please-
for 2 hours
please
to get my
diss.
screen fixed.
Hey, man,
We're in the-
this quality looks
If
dope
you guys
as fuck,
don't
though,
know
so-
out there, we're in the back of a Foot Locker right now, and we work at Foot Locker, and we're on break.
Some girl said that, and it took me a minute to realize that she was trolling, that she was trying to get me pissed off by saying that.
She nailed it.
She did a
Oh
good
my
job because I
God,
kind of
dude.
thought she was
That's what it
serious.
is.
Yeah, you have to. Do you know what was the funniest shit? The funniest Photoshop? Some kid changed this to say old ass N words.
Oh, I saw that.
That was so fucking funny. Like,
But wasn't it you talking to Tyler Grosso?
yeah, it was like 19, 20 or something.
Should have just been me and you talking to each other.
Me and you, and that was what's funny
amazing.
too. I realized that the kid was like 16 or 17. He's like wicked young, and he wrote, "LOL, nah, I like No Jumper, but them N words mad old." I was just like,
Anyone who roasts you who's like under the age of 22 just wants you to respond.
That's it. No, like all these kids
Lot
on
of
Twitter,
truth
if
to
they
that,
say
yeah.
shit, they just want like some attention from you. They just
Right.
want to like, they want to know that like, yo, that hurt that person. But like, fuck it.
"Are
Like,
you
it's
fully
hate.
trained to never respond though?"
Yeah, I
Right.
think like right now, it's just like, what's the point for me? Like, it's like, what's the point in arguing with somebody I'm never gonna fucking meet? And they're
You're a
just
better
gonna
man
throw
than me.
shade.
I'll flip the fuck out.
Do any?
And
Once
you
in
know
a
what? I
while.
think I have before though. When I was younger,
Right.
it was like, all right, I would get into shit online, and I realized, you know, it's just like, what am I? I'm just gonna like, these people are just gonna fucking talk shit more. They're never gonna resolve. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
you never
losers.
see a fight in the Instagram comments, and then at the end they're like, "Wow, I never thought about it that way." All right, cool, I'll follow you back. It doesn't
like, what
work.
the fuck?
Like, fuck you, fuck you.
Never. It's all just like caps,
Right.
screaming.
Are any of your siblings as successful as you, or
Not yet.
but they're
Not-
just kind of doing normal? They're kids, right?
Yeah, they're kids. Like my youngest brother's 13, so he's just like starting, and my like middle brother is becoming, or like youngest. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. If fucking keeping track of them is ridiculous, but my like youngest middle brother is doing music shit. Like one playing football. My sister's like a great actress, singer. She's trying to do that too.
5 kids.
Yeah.
Well, your dad is a pastor, so that makes sense.
Kind of
yeah.
makes sense, man. Yeah, it's,
Pastors
it's
love to fuck.
Well, they're like
once
birth
they get
control.
married.
and-
Once they get
yeah.
married, it's like.
It's on.
Man.
Well, birth control. is
God
kind of
said it was
frowned upon in
okay.
the community,
No, it's
right?
funny because like my
Oh, yeah.
dad's like totally not the guy you would think is a pastor. Like he's like ex-marine. My grandpa was a hardcore heroin opiate, like in jail for years.
Your
like,
grandfather's still around?
yeah, and he's like one of my best friends, which is
Really?
real crazy.
And he's grizzled because
he's grizzled.
Really, he
dude.
sounds
He's-
grizzled.
I mean, like freebasing in this, like just in the streets, like anything he can inject into himself.
Back in the day or now?
Back in the day,
Right.
So now he's completely clean.
Really?
And, like just the fucking dope. Dude, we have cigars all the time. Like he's the dopest dude, but.
Does he go to AA or?
He actually like leads AA now.
Wow.
So like he's fully turned like from selling like heroin and being in jail to be or like just using, I don't know what the details were, but being in jail and then turning his life around and being like a dope human. So that's like what I have to look up to, and it's kind of cool to have that in my life. Like fuck, you can and know like the crazy downfall of like that shit.
Yeah, because there's addiction in your family then, right?
Exactly, so much addiction. That's why alcohol was interesting to me when I first like tried it. It's like, oh, what is this? And like, and I have it on both sides of like alcoholism, like drug use. Like it's crazy on both sides. So
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta be
What
careful with
was your favorite drink?
vodka, and I'm
Okay.
still like I'm definitely not done drinking. Like
Right.
like it's enjoyable, and I'm definitely gonna do it for sure. But it's like I think like during this, and then 2 months, it seems like I got a lot of shit done. Like it seems like I just sat down, and when I did that, it kind of just did it like a boost. So it was like dope.
Because alcohol, really, it's like it gives you this thing to do for like 5 hours or whatever at night, and then you get to spend the first couple hours of your day feeling like shit. You don't even
Yeah,
want to get out of
First
bed.
couple
dude.
for me, it's like first 13 hours.
Yeah, for me it's like it was like becoming the whole day where I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to do anything today. I'm not gonna do anything. And it was
Yeah.
like wasn't making any progress with music. I was like fucking doing nothing. And then it was like that's why like I fucking love like drinking's dope, but I don't like when it becomes a problem, that's when I had to start being like, okay, all right,
Right.
get out. Yeah, like
Yeah.
get it out for a little bit.
Do you feel like, or what is your creative process with music? Are you like addicted to it, where you have to be working on it all the time, or are you kind of like
Yeah.
just here and there? It's
I
an
think
addiction, really.
It's really an addiction for me. Like it's like I'll say like, oh, like it's weird because I like, all right, I'll play my game in like 5 minutes. Like I want to give myself break time from it and just
Right.
like play video games. But I'm like, all right, I'll play my game in 5 minutes. And it's like 5 hours go by, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't have time to game anymore. All right, shit. But like, it's just it becomes like a trance thing. It's like you just want to fucking work and get better. You hear new sounds too. You hear new sounds from producers, and it fucking challenges you to be
Right.
like, oh shit, that was awesome.
But the fact that you're not that committed to your gaming is the reason why I'm better than you at Tetris. So.
Yes, it is exactly. I should get up on my Tetris game, man. Fuck.
Well, if you want to do Twitch with Adam and Roseman,
I gotta
Well,
start practicing.
Do you produce and engineer your own shit?
Yeah.
And
I just-
so, like, how do you get, like, a lot of kids are watching and they're, like, always asking, like, what's the process? And also, like, how do you get that first person to be like, yo, I fuck with this beat, or I'll get in the studio with you or something?
mainly it's just like it was like trippy. Like it's mainly done all over Twitter and like just sending it back and forth. So you send them like a sample of it, and then usually like they'll be like, yo, finish that. I want that beat. So finish it, send it to them, and then it works like that. So it's mainly just over Twitter. And
You meet
SoundCloud
somebody on
messages.
Twitter, you say, I got a beat for you, do you want to hear it?
Yeah,
And
or
they say,
they'll
"Sure."
say, yo, let's work. I'm like, all right, send them a beat. They like it. They record their vocals, send me the vocals back, and I just mix it and post it.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What is your message to all the fucking struggle rappers out there who are probably going to be sending you beats literally like right now because of the fact that you clearly are like at least somewhat down? They're like, I'm in that man's mentions. I'm in there. As soon as he opens up a Pop-Tart in the morning, I'm in there.
If I fuck with them, I'll follow. I'll hit them up.
You know what I noticed? Kids are smart because I will wake up in the morning and, maybe I got a couple DMs throughout the night because my DMs are open. As soon as I tweet one thing in the morning, boom, 10 DMs because they know that I'm actually on my phone.
Girls will do that too, who like you're ignoring, and they'll see you fave one thing and be like, boom, what's going on? And I'm like, fuck, she knows I'm on my phone. Fuck.
Dude, yeah.
And then it's hard to lie about it too. Yeah. And you ever do that where like you're ignoring somebody's phone call and you fucking
Still
realize like
fave shit?
I can't tweet like.
No, I still go
Oh,
hard.
You go hard.
Worst.
Oh,
No,
it's my
dude.
ghost tweeter. It's my intern.
Yeah. Oh, my iMessage must have been broken.
Say the word like you just really, really
Yeah,
don't
like
believe it.
it was like maybe, I don't know.
Something's clearly wrong with my phone. Fuck.
I love that the idea in 2016 of a text not getting through. Like
Like like they're gonna believe that shit. Like
Yeah.
you could easily have gotten it.
Yeah.
I hit you back. It must have not gotten through.
Right.
It just sounds like such a fucking cop out.
1 out of every 100 times, though, it is that red bubble, and I'll screenshot that and be like, look, I did text you back.
Right.
Yeah,
It really didn't
that
get
fucking
through.
red bubble, man. The bane. It's like, goddamn.
It's,
Yeah.
I don't
it's
want
like
that shit.
the Photoshop skills.
Or send as text message. Ugh. If it's green, you're like, fuck.
Oh, no.
If it's green, I won't text a girl back.
Really?
I'm just not.
No, but there's some truth to that
But the
because it's.
green-
I feel you.
Hey, I'm
Right?
gonna go to Europe and I'm gonna have to email you. I'm not gonna be able to iMessage you because you're a fucking homeless
Doesn't
person with
feel
an
right.
Android.
You
You
got
gotta
a
get away
Samsung.
from me.
Get an
Samsung
iPhone.
ass bitch.
Who are you weird? Get an iPhone,
Get
you
an
weirdo.
iPhone. Yeah, seriously, what the fuck?
What are
Like,
you getting out of your Android?
Let us,
that you,
like-
yeah,
Unless,
join the
even if
club.
Samsung's paying you to use a Samsung, low key have an iPhone to text me
Oh,
with.
Like, it's just way easier. Everything is
yes,
fast.
Jules is
Everything's
doing
like I can see when you're typing. You can see when I'm typing. Let's go. Let's have a conversation.
Yes, Jules is
Samsung's
doing
like, fuck that.
Samsung commercials. You know she got an iPhone? She's texting back blue.
Yeah, exactly. You think Jay-Z doesn't have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come off it.
Come on.
Do you
man.
think though? Because actually, I heard that Jay-Z doesn't have an iPhone and Beyonce too. Maybe like that they
Really?
actually don't have phones like that. But I mean, I guess if you're surrounded by a fucking entourage of people who are handling everything for you all the time, it's like
I know.
Yeah, it's like you just have like I don't think there's a need, right?
somebody to handle.
Did
it.
you did you have assistants on set? Like, did you have
No, man, I wasn't at that. I think that's only like main like girls. You
Is
know?
Nickelodeon like kind of like more bare bones budget wise, just because it's kind of not as big?
It
as
wasn't
the,
like it was definitely not for like iCarly times. I don't know
Okay.
about now because
Yeah.
like I mean kids content is like it's I mean but
the industry of kids content has gone down.
I think so. I mean I just think I
Well,
mean
probably
it's
because
just
so many
gotten-
kids are just
Watching
getting,
YouTube.
Yeah, watching YouTube. And
YouTube is like the new medium.
they're playing
It's like
games
shit.
on an
shit's
iPad.
going on there.
There's just more options of things to be
And
into.
yeah, like my little brothers don't watch kids TV like I did, so it's like I don't know, but like back then it was like definitely like iCarly was a dope thing because
Right.
they were banking off that.
Damn. Remember Doug
Tight.
Funny with the quail man with the belt across his head? You remember that?
Here's a real story about me. This is why I got fucked up as a kid. My parents were like, "Don't watch TV. We don't like TV. We don't want you watching it." So from like age 0 to like the end of 8th grade, I only had non-cable TV. Straight up had the antenna. Had old TVs where you had to like switch the channel to get the fuzziness out. You guys don't know about adjusting antennas, but I was doing this shit.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
lucky
actually, I
I
didn't
don't
have
have to
that,
deal
but
with
yeah.
So I could only watch like UPN, which was a channel, Fox, ABC, NBC, and
the
CBS.
WB.
So like I came
that?
up I came
Dude.
up on the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Right.
I watched TGIF, and I just envied every kid who had cable TV. And then finally in 9th grade we got cable internet and cable TV, and I went nuts.
Just consuming
I was
content.
like, oh my god, MTV is the
That must
shit.
have been the shit though when
was
cable came out.
crazy.
Must have blown your mind.
It
You're
was
like,
crazy
fuck.
for me.
I was
yeah.
the same way. My parents, one night, they were watching MTV. They just scrolled by. My mom just tells me the next morning, she goes, "Me and your father were watching TV last night. And we saw two people having sex on MTV covered in chocolate." I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, no, you didn't. Now, obviously, there's never been a time in human history where anyone has been able to have sex covered in chocolate on TV, even at night. And she said that. And then they fucking called the cable company and got MTV removed. So it was just static on that channel only.
They lied to you to get rid of MTV.
Oh my god.
And then we moved like 2 years later, and they forgot to get it.
That's why No Jumper exists. They made, if your parents add energy around any topic, it'll become taboo, and all of a sudden you want that thing.
Were your parents
go.
telling you we don't want you to be a SoundClouder?
Yeah, apps from day one.
Really?
Since it
Yeah,
came
just-
out. They were
they
like, hey,
blocked
Noah.
SoundCloud.
They were like, hey, Noah. They sat me down when I was like 5, when I could understand shit. They were like, hey, Noah, SoundCloud, stay away from it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a big.
It's
gonna
a
be
gateway
thing.
drug. Next
Don't do it. You're gonna go to hell if you.
One day you're on SoundCloud, next day you're on 4chan, next day you're on
Next day-
what's it, the dark
You
web.
might as well be on the deep web if you.
Next
post on
day you're
SoundCloud.
buying fucking heroin on the deep web. Yeah.
You were buying drugs.
It just starts with one little thing, like you kill an ant, you kill a bird, you kill a bird, you kill a soldier. I'm just saying. You never know how it's a what's it called, a
Chain of
waterfall
effect. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, yo.
snowball
I just killed a
effect.
bird. I want to kill a
Snowball.
person now. Like it's
It'll fuck you up, man.
a fantastic interview. What else should we cover before we wrap this up?
Well, I'm just like thinking more about like cable TV, and you never had to watch scrambled porn.
Oh,
no,
God.
I had the full Pornhub when I was starting off with that
Porno.
shit.
Like, get out of my trailer,
Pornhub,
mom.
man. I was like, hey, mom. Yeah, mom, go get some snacks at Crafty. I'm going to whack off really quick.
Me and
no,
Jane-
that did not
me
happen.
and
You
Jane-
didn't beat off on set.
No, I did not beat off on set. No.
Never?
No. I beat
You're
off
lying. You're
everywhere
lying, dude.
ever.
Dude, I've beat off at every workplace I've ever worked at.
Right here in the bathroom. whatever.
here.
After hours?
I'm confident in that. I'm never jacked off.
When
on
you're
set.
15 years old, you'll beat off anywhere. Come on, you had to have beat off once on set.
You might not
If
know
I
this.
have, it's just hazy now.
Okay, that's fine.
It's like all faded
I
in
get
the memory.
it. You still have young fans watching this show, but they're gonna want to beat off too.
Hey, if you want to, wear a condom.
I can't
'Cause otherwise
like,
you're
tell
gonna get
kids
you're
to
gonna
beat
get cum
off, like,
everywhere.
beat off in a condom?
Do it.
What?
Well, if you don't, then you're gonna get cum everywhere. Your parents are gonna know what you were doing. I just
Exactly.
want to say,
Always.
Rope gang sprays everywhere.
I've said this in about like 11 podcasts already, but I was sitting right here when I got my ass licked for the first time.
People,
Really?
Yeah.
no, people get it. Adam likes butt play. We get it.
Hey.
I'm just saying, it's the first time I lost my virginity right here.
But Noah
That's
doesn't know
lit.
yet.
It was
No,
less
that's
than a
lit.
year ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the like hardcore iCarly fans that are gonna watch this.
Yes.
What do you
With
think?
butt
What do you
sex.
think the breakdown will be of? Do you think a lot of the core is going to come and watch this and see what's up now? Or
They probably are, and I don't know what the reaction's gonna be because it's like, fuck it. I honestly don't care unless they're gonna fuck with my new shit. If
We're
they don't-
gross.
Yeah.
You kept it chill. Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, I had a few beers a couple years ago. It was weird. I got over it. I went to rehab for 6 months.
that's true. I had about two
Yeah.
beers.
I had 2 beers. No.
That 6-pack of High Life ruined my
Yeah,
whole
like,
life.
Natural Light, just like 2 of them fucked me. I had
Yeah.
to, I had
No,
to
you're a super well-adjusted, very successful 20-year-old. You know, that had 2 beers once. It's like so. If your core can't handle that, like now you make some beats and like say fuck every once in a while. It's like, come on, grow up.
if they can't handle that, then come on, it's just ridiculous. at that
And
point.
you're on the coolest podcast in the world. Ariana is fucking. Who knows what she? I don't
What
even.
is she-
I literally
like,
don't
what's
know
up?
what she's doing.
I'm on
so-
No Jumper. I'm kind of shining on it.
Yo,
right
I
now.
went to Ariana Grande's Wikipedia. There's literally a section about her being a huge bitch in there. it's literally like it's like called like public persona controversy,
get put?
and it's like a bunch of
That's
different
funny.
quotes.
Because the accusation
she's-
is that she makes people hold her like a baby and carry her around.
She's the hugest bitch of all time.
You ever see that? You ever see her get carried
We
like
can't
a
talk
baby?
about this.
I didn't see her get carried around and shit. She was cool with me.
Of course,
We
yeah.
don't talk anymore. If that says anything, but
Yeah.
like But
Oh, Big Sean might get mad. Wait, is she still with him?
Gato.
I don't know. Is she
No,
still
no,
with-
no, hell no.
No?
That's why he made all those songs about her, dude.
Did
I
he?
don't fuck with you and all that shit.
That was about her?
Yeah,
Shut up. That was
bro.
way before they broke up. I
Bro,
think.
that was about Grande, bro.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Oh my god. All right. Now, what do we need to know before we wrap this up?
You know what? Just stay lit.
Stay lit.
Stay lit.
Follow him on Twitter and
Follow me on
SoundCloud.
Twitter.
Support the man.
Follow me on SoundCloud if you want to check out my beats and shit. And keep an eye out because I think I got a few shows coming up too in LA. So July 8th and 9th, both at the same place, which is
Where?
the Mime in LA. So playing
Oh, okay.
with Polari on the 1st.
Oh,
and,
hell yeah.
Lil
We out
Pony.
there. That's my man.
Yo, can we
You
get
guys-
guest list?
You guys got to come through. Let's go.
On the
Come
30th,
through.
Suicide Boys 2. I don't even know where it is yet,
Fuck yeah.
but we all out there.
Can I get a plus 20 for both in VIP parking and backstage?
Let's
Just
go.
roll up.
I'll email
Yeah.
you my rider, and we're good.
I'm with the artist.
Hell yeah.
I'm
no,
with
I
the
want to go to
artist.
that show.
Let's
for
go.
real.
Yeah, dude. I'll get you guys in. Let's go.
Sick.
Sounds
Come on.
awesome. All
Uncle,
right.
Hell
Uncle
yeah.
Larry.
Uncle
Hey,
Larry.
Shout out to Uncle Larry. Hey,
He's lit.
shout out to Noah for coming through and doing this interview. We really appreciate
guys.
him keeping it problematic with us. This is No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes, and make sure to check out all of our other great interviews with people such as, name one.
Rope gang.
Not a previous interview. Name one previous interview that you think is worth revisiting.
Watch the Yes Jules one.
Okay, that was just me. I'm surprised you didn't say one that you were on.
All mine suck, except for this one.
Go watch the
thank
Great
you.
Debates one,
Your
because that
schools
one's
was
highly
tight.
underrated.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I haven't seen that.
Honestly, my favorite so far, literally, was German Don Krez.
That was hilarious, yeah.
That's
German Don Krez was dope.
great.
German's also like one of my favorite rappers in
Oh,
the
yeah.
scene. God damn, he's
good.
lit.
He is
kills
good.
it. He kills it.
He's problematic. He said a lot of wild man shit on the podcast. Yeah, so go watch the German Don Krez episode. Thank you very much, Noah. I appreciate it. And
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
make sure you tune in to the Pouya interview, which is going to be the next interview that drops the day after this one. So as soon as they see this, boom, tomorrow, Pouya. Round 2.
Dope.
Up here. Pow! Oh, that was fun.
Cool, man. Absolutely. That's tight.
Good times.
It's highly entertaining. I feel like I learned about you.
What?
I feel like I learned a little.
Oh yeah, true. We haven't even gone into that shit really.